Chiquinha, Chiquinha.
Go check out the room.
Chiquinha.
Okay, I'm the content creator for this channel. If you like what I'm doing, just subscribe and then also hit the that little bell. That means you're gonna get notified of other videos that I do. Okay, so what we're gonna do right here is walk. This is the ferry terminal for Macau, and we're in Hong Kong right now. So I know I've done this video before, but every time it's a little bit different, right? So, see, this right here is a big parking lot, so you can park in here, and then you can have this view over here. We're gonna walk. So right over there, you can see the ferry boats. So these ferry boats go to Macau. It takes 1 hour. There's also a bus. It takes about 40 minutes, but you have to go to the airport for it. There's some fishermen down there. There's some pretty long fishing poles and a lot of bait and tackle there. I didn't realize they could fish right there in that spot. Cast it way out there. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna walk all the way down, and this is Hong Kong Harbor. So basically a lot of boats will go, there's a Star Ferry that goes back and forth. It just constantly goes back and forth, so there's like 2 of them at the same time, and they take about 5 minutes, so you never have to wait longer than 5 minutes to take one of those. Might take one of those now, just since I'm here and I have a camera. So the other thing you're gonna see today too is today is Sunday, and Sunday is the day when Filipinas have their day off as domestic helpers, so they're kind of all over the place today. So we're gonna walk by a bunch of them as well. They're gonna be in cardboard boxes, which kind of acts like a living room. So you'll see that on this trip too. This might be one of the more interesting trips anyways. Like in Hong Kong there's a lot of stuff to film, but this is one that might be interesting to people. It's like they look like airline stewardesses. Maybe no. Okay, so a lot of people are going back and forth with Macau, so you see a lot of people with their luggage. And you can actually walk all the way down this way, and there's all ferries that go to different islands in Hong Kong. Each of them is a little bit different. Like to go to Macau it's 1 hour, but the other ones are you know, maybe 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 40 minutes, depends. You can take some high-speed ones and some lower speed ones, and it's all about money. So okay, so yeah, all those ferries are there, and there's a number of islands in Hong Kong. I don't know how many, but there's quite a few different ferries, different locations, way more than I would be aware of. Okay, so here to the left and right you can see a lot of the Filipinas and the cardboard boxes. So yeah, and do karaoke, eating. So yep, it's kind of like a living room in a way. So like each box is kind of a living room. So it's probably been filmed a number of times, I would think anyways. But it's going to be filmed again by me today. It's kind of the Hong Kong experience. Pretty much everybody that goes to Hong Kong will probably see this on a Sunday and talk about it, so might as well get it on film. So what we're going to do is walk all the way down, and what I'm hoping to do next is take a ferry to, not a ferry, but a bus to the beaches. And I'm going to take the camera out to the beach, and you can see a little bit of what that looks like as well. So I don't know. I'm hoping that later I can get some more interest in people looking at stuff in Hong Kong and Macau, even more so in Macau because I'm living there. But I do come to Macau, to Hong Kong enough to say each one's a living room, so you can basically, it's like looking into somebody's living room. And people just kind of kick back as if it's like a living room, right? So it's pretty interesting. So, okay. Sometimes if you see people playing cards, they're playing this game called Dongits. It's a gambling game. So I guess if they're trying to get their income up a little bit, or they might lose. So that's Dongits right there. And basically this strip, I think it's all Filipinos. And then if you go over to another area called Causeway Bay, it's mostly Indonesian. So I think today, next we're gonna go to Repulse Bay, I believe. So if you're gonna keep looking at the videos, you can check out the next one at Repulse Bay. Actually, I don't know if you can see all the way down there too, but it's kind of goes in quite a few different places. And way down over there, there's a Jollibee's, which is a Filipino fast food restaurant that is pretty popular. Okay, you can see here's some music too. Oh, it's karaoke. So, okay. So yeah, this is basically called a skyway, I believe. But basically it's like one floor above the street level. So it's kind of a good way to get above the array on the streets. So yeah, it's kind of like a giant, multiple living rooms everywhere. It's the only way I can really describe it, because everybody's kind of just doing what they would in a living room, right? And a lot of them are on computers, phones. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go down to this building, and then there's a way to get to the beaches. So I want to take the camera through there to see what it's like today. Today's June 8th, so it's kind of the beach weather season now. So, okay. Yeah, every Sunday it's like this. Sometimes, definitely on holidays too. And some days I think people might have different days off. Usually they have Sundays off. So, okay. So we're gonna try to find the bus that goes to Repulse Bay. Hope you enjoyed that. Just to see, give you a little bit of sense of, IFC is a big shopping mall, so this goes into a shopping mall. I'm gonna walk into it a little bit because I think that's just how I get into the bus that goes to the beach. But I'll just walk in so you can kind of get a sense of how quick the transition is. Just to see. Harbor View Street. That's not the bus, but anyways, we're just gonna go straight up here. Let's see. Hey sir, where's the bus to Repulse Bay?
Bus station?
Yeah.
Okay, go straight, turn right.
Turn right, okay. Thank you. So, okay, so this is the big mall, and I don't know, it's maybe 4 stories, I think. But it's takes a long time to walk across it though. So it's not just height, it's but we're just gonna walk through it, but you can get a sense of this too. So we basically went from the Macau Ferry, which is its own little ecosystem world, through the Skyway system, through a mall. And let's see, I think it's going to be down this way. Okay. Yeah, I think he did say turn right, didn't he? So we're going to go outside. Then you can see over here too, Hong Kong Station is right here, and then also there's a lot of Filipinos and looks like Indonesians too that just kind of hang out right here. And if I do remember right, I do gotta go around this building, and then there's the bus station to Repulse Bay. And if I have time today, I can also do Star Ferry as well. So let's see what we can do. So, okay, show you some of these tall buildings everywhere. And that's IFC Mall back there. And let's see. We're back on this little skyway thing. All right. So we're just gonna keep going down this way until we get to the bus stop. Could also go on Star Ferry. Might try to do both today. Kind of want to do some filming anyway, so. But we're back on the skyway system just so you can get a sense of it. It overlooks things like that. So, okay. So let's see. I was going to keep walking until I get to the next spot, and then you can always turn off the camera anyways if you don't want to see something. This is pretty interesting right here. I always walk by this, but this is a memorial towards, I think it's Korean sponsored, I think. Yeah, so written in Korean right here, and they're talking about the comfort women in Japan and about how Korea, well, this could be about China as well, but it's written in Korean. But I used to live in Korea, so that was a pretty big issue in Korea with the comfort women at that time during the war. So they would take Korean women and kind of use them as sex slaves. So this is kind of awareness about this. So I don't know, maybe this also happened in Hong Kong as well, because Japan was also here too. But it does say Korea. Wei Anhu, apologize. Okay. So Central Bus Terminal, this is the one that goes to Repulse Bay. Just go straight down that way. Let me see, I think I have to come back. I want to do the ferry terminal before I go, so. You can see the skyways all the way down there, and then that little alley is filled with Filipinos. There's a place called Jollibee's. And that little alley right there with all the people. Maybe hard to see on the camera, but it's just like massive. But you see all these people over here too. Those are mostly Filipinos, some Indonesia, and sometimes there's like it's kind of a big mess of people. But actually, you see people pretty much everywhere. But yeah, if you could see all those three signs, they're all in red. So one of them says Jollibee, which is a Philippine fast food restaurant. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the Star Ferry and film it. That way you have an experience of what it's like if you haven't been to Hong Kong before. So yeah, I'm going to conclude this video momentarily. And then you can click on the next one and see. Actually, it's just interesting enough that I want to keep the camera on because it's pretty much full on with people everywhere. Let's walk a little bit faster though. Oops. gonna try to get through this mess of people. So I think today's plan is we're gonna do Star Ferry, and then we're gonna go out to Repulse Bay, and then we're gonna come back on a different bus, and I'm gonna probably get a pizza at this place that I always like to go to. I film that area as well. Almost at Star Ferry. Okay. So we're gonna come out this way. This is more of and right here. Public Pier, Star Ferry. Big Ferris wheel over there. And more. People are really spread out. So like, it's like kind of like that game Frogger. You have to weave in and out of people sometimes. You're gonna weave around here. Okay. So we're just about to conclude this video. I'll call this one Walking the Skyways, I guess. Walking the Skyways of Hong Kong. Yeah, I think that'll be good. So, yep, there's a big Ferris wheel right there. So tourists like to go over that. Okay, let's see. Okay, so maybe it gives you a sense of the Hong Kong Skyways. But there's quite a few right here in Central. There's also some artisans, painting, drawing. Mask. All right. I think this might be, okay, I got a street musician here. Skyway musician, I guess you'd call it. Okay, there's a lot of these big bus Hong Kong tour buses, so I guess this must be a tourist hotspot. So, okay. So we're gonna conclude. This is the Skyways. At the end of Skyways, you have this. And we're just gonna go straight down and conclude this one.